Hi friends, Chris Kelly here. A little late in the week, but we're going to get it out nevertheless. So that time of the week, let's look at stats, talk a little bit about it, and then after that, let's take a step back and maybe look at a little bit more of the bigger picture. I started on that last week, and I didn't. There was just too much information to put into one video, so I got a couple more pieces of statistical information to look at. So first of all, here let's look at the local market. There it is. Let me minimize. There we are. So average and median sales price came right back up, dropped for a week, and we're right back where we were almost exactly. The pace of the market still outperforming 19 and 20. Again, that spread between median and average is larger because some homes aren't selling as fast, but in general, homes are still selling pretty darn quickly. The actual number of listings came up quite a bit this week, which is fantastic. The number of pending sales went up quite a bit, and that's really fantastic. This number has remained stubbornly low, and so hopefully this matriculates into this in the coming weeks. We shall see. Interest rates, had kind of gone up, and now they're on a more of a slightly downtrend, still bouncing in the high half of the sixes. That's just kind of where things were. They started way into the sevens and found their way back down under. So again, I think that eventually those numbers will start trending down as inflation continues to get reined in. So, all right, that said, let's take a look at inventory numbers. We'll start there. This is real estate inventory over the last, 10, 20 years, 20 some years, a little over 20 years. So you can see that inventory numbers remained fairly static, relatively speaking. And then all of the sudden, the building went nuts. It was just there was tons of new construction. Inventory numbers went hugely up. Then we had the market crash, and that really kept inventory numbers where they were. So, but you can see that steady trending down of inventory. We have been under inventoried for over 10 years. A seller's market, by definition, is less than 6 months worth of inventory. You can see graphically and nationally speaking, or I should say on a graph, that we've been there for 11 years. So it's, like I say, Portland always outperforms the national numbers. So this says 2.9 months inventory as of April of 23. I think we're at like 1.9, 2.0. So our inventory numbers are always tighter, just the way it's always been. I'm going to pivot over to days on market. So the average days on the market, trended up last year as interest rates initially took their toll on things. But once we crested into this year, inventory numbers have plummeted right back down. So that, like I said, that problem, it's just going to continue to exist, presumably for some time. Let's see. This is interesting. So this was just one of the from that mid-year call or video that I watched. They talk about total existing home sales. So nationally speaking, at the peak in like 06, I think we hit like 7 point some million sales, and that's both existing or resale and new construction combined. So that's what, 5.1 million sales, and I think that's 640,000 sales. That's what happened last year. This is what they predict where we'll end up this year. So quite a bit less, about 15, 17% less. And it looks like that'll start trending upwards over the next couple of years as interest rates trend downwards. And that's the interest rate prediction of a fixed rate 30-year mortgage. This particular graph predicts that we'll see interest rates in the 5s by the time the year's up. We shall see. That would be dandy. But again, what will that do? That will immediately affect pricing. You can count on that and take it to your bank or the mortgage lender because it's true. At any rate, I think that's about all on the graphs that I wanted to chat about. There was an interesting article, and I'll post a link to it. You know, Dr. Lawrence Yun, he's the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. You know, Brian Buffini's a guy I listen to. Dr. Yun's definitely a guy I listen to, amongst a handful of others. And so he's, you know, just gotten into the weeds a bit, but posted a little bit about what's going on with inflation. How's the Federal Reserve likely to react to it? What does he think should happen? So I thought it was short and sweet and a fairly interesting read. So I'll post that link for you. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap this up for today. That said, I do want to make sure, and I'm going to put out a post probably tomorrow, if not Monday. The picnic's a couple weeks away. I'm pretty stoked about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, just a killer new location. It's really, really beautiful. And it'll be a good time. I encourage you, if this is something you're considering attending, bring friends, bring family. There's plenty of room, and it's always more fun when you bring people you know and like. So I would encourage it. At any rate, that's what I got for now. As always, my team and I are here to help. So if there's anything we can be doing for you, or somebody that you know, somebody has questions, anxiety, concerns, we're here to help. So reach out and let me know. All right, until the next time.